Okay, all right. You're welcome to this very nice, exciting episode. And today we're going to be looking at a very, very important principle, or should I call it, um, thought process of life. Do you understand? Because, you know, the way you see life matters a lot, and then the way you position yourself for your next, for this future that you're expecting, that you're anticipating to be good, it matters a lot. So so you must begin to factor a lot of things. Your mindset is one thing. It's a game that can help you, that can build you or destroy you. Do you understand? And in this journey of building capacity, building wealth, creating generational wealth, you need to begin to put in a lot of things together. First is your mindset, because the way you think is actually what you produce ultimately. Because I tell people, I said, what's been happening in your life from the day you were born to this very day is as a result of the many things that has happened to you, and these things has actually formed your thought process. So if you want to begin to change, you want to have a change of life, you want to have a change of system, then you must first start from your mind, because the way you think tells how you react to people, how you relate with people, and how you see things that come to you. Do you understand? But before we go further, please don't forget to like this page, like our channel, subscribe if you have not done so. Then also share this information, because it's something that is going to really revolutionize people's life, people's way of doing things. Do you understand? Now, the reason why I like talking to young people is because I myself am young, and then we believe that the future of tomorrow lies with the youth. So it's important for the youth, for us to begin to challenge ourselves, for us to begin to think like we really want to make, because nobody's going to take you serious. People will not take you serious until you start taking yourself serious. And one of the ways to do that is when you begin to, you intentionally begin to do things that can add value to yourself, things that can change a whole lot of things, and make people have trust in you. Nobody's going to commit whatever it is, an investment, an estate, trust to you if they cannot really vouch for you. So you must trust yourself first. You must do your diligent work. You must do your homework. You must work on yourself. You must constantly build capacity. And listening to pages like this, clips like this, can help you, change your thinking faculty and begin to, reposition you to begin to think like what you want to do in future. So today we're going to be looking at two um, creatures, two animals that have different models of survival. Do you understand? We're going to be looking at the lizard and the spider mindset. The lizard and the spider mindset. I keep telling people, I said, the way you perceive information matters. The way you program yourself matters. Do you understand? So it's important. Like I read the book, and then we had two students that will go to a particular school, and every time they go to the school, they pass by the streets leading into the gates of the school. There's this usual bakery, and then of course, morning time the bakeries are trying to put out their breads, their baking, such that people can have their breakfast, because many people probably want to take tea. So as early as 5 6 in your various geography, you discover that if you go through a bakery within this period of time, you see that that is more of the active period, because they want to serve their bakes, their breads, their whatever, their sandwiches. They want to serve it very fresh. So one striking thing comes to the mind of these two young people as they walk through the streets of the bakery into their school. You know, of course, as the bakery runs, there's this nice aroma of bread, flour, spice, that comes out from the bakery and fills the whole and encapsulates the whole environment, the whole streets, and you have some nice smells everywhere. And then one of these guys, they're actually in the same class. One of these guys would think that when I finish school, I would like to get a job in this bakery. Why? So that he could be self-employed, he could be employed, like they say. That's one. And then he could get a good job, and then he wouldn't have to be buying bread and buying all of these baked things. Do you understand? So he feels, wow, I like to get a job in this place because I like the smell. I like what I'm always perceiving. I mean, if I'm walking in here, it means I'm going to have access to everything I'm doing here. But there's a striking thing about the second guy. This guy is thinking, one day when I finish school, I'm going to come back, I'm going to buy this bakery. One striking thing about these two people is that they are not the same person, even though they are the same age. They could even be in the same class. They could be seated in the same class, receiving mathematics, whatever subject they are going through together. One is thinking of how to become an entrepreneur, how to own something, how to build a productive asset, while the other one is thinking to become a worker. One will be a slave to the other one. One will be a master to the other one. There's no problem for you to finish your school and think of working. It's nice, it's good. Everyone must work. But is there a problem if you think of owning something? Come to think of it. Do you understand? Because if you think of working, you always have work to do. But the thing is, who are the people creating the work? Can you be among the people that are creating this work? So it's very important, because this will help you, this will guide you to factor a lot of thoughts in your mind when you begin to think of becoming an owner. Begin to think of not depending on your boss, your parents, the government, the economy. You are thinking, Abraham Lincoln, or so, one of the foremost US presidents, said, don't think of what you can do for your country, but rather think of what you, don't think of what your country will do for you, but think of what you can do for your country. Now, if you begin to think like this, you discover that you are giving back to society. You're giving back to the government that has given you roads, giving you good economy, giving you whatever it is that they provided for you, hospitals, infrastructure, health, water, food, shelter, because we almost give back to our society. We almost give back to our country that has given to us. Whether you think the country has done one thing or the other for you or not, but the thing is, it's high time we start to think of what we can give. Then every one of us can be productive. Now, these two striking animals that I mentioned earlier on, the lizard and the spider, they, both of them, they feed on flies. They feed on flies. But one important thing is, the lizard always wants to feed by getting his flies, by capturing his flies one at a time. In other words, they says little drops of water makes a mighty ocean. You take the ladder one, take the steps at the other, then you get to the top. Beautiful. But there's one striking thing about this other creature, the spider. I love the spider so much. The spider also feeds on fly. But you know what the spider will do? The spider would rather build what? A net. He will build his web in pockets of places within the environment, within a location, he will build these pockets of webs here and there to do what? To capture flies. Now, the good thing about this spider is that this spider is one that is going to be financially free, either with food, either with whatever it is about life, because he's thinking of how he can capture more than one flies at a time. Could the web could capture 2, could capture 3, another one could capture 5. But what that means is that this spider will be in a position of staying in abundance, having so much to feed, so much for his family. Then it has so much. If he wants to go into importation, he wants to go into exportation, like that, it can have so much. Let's assume they do such kind of so the spider is well positioned to do that. But for the lizard that always wants to get his food when he's hungry, I have a question to ask. What happens when this lizard falls sick, or is unable to go out there to get a fly? Have you ever thought about it? It means that what ultimately would kill this lizard will be hunger, not even a sickness. Because when you are sick, you're in the hospital, you need food to survive. And this guy cannot get food as it is. Do you understand? So it's very important the way you position yourself. I tell people, I said, don't just live life. Don't just live for the moment. They said live for the moment, seize the moment. Beautiful. But you got to learn on how you can build your own productive asset. What is productive asset? Productive asset is that thing that you have built for yourself that has the capacity to continue to regenerate whatever it is you want it to be producing. if it's money, if it's joy, if it's whatever it is. When you build a productive asset, it has the capacity to keep even while you're not there, even when you're not there to do something. Like you see the musicians, what they do is they build a productive asset when they sing the song. We have the likes of Michael Jackson that are dead. Mention all the popular musicians that you know. If you're in Africa, some of you will know Brenda Fassie. Some of you would know people like Fela and Nicola Kuti. These people are dead, but I'm telling you, their music till today is still giving them some level of income for their families. You see, so even while they are dead, their family can still survive from what they've done. That is the power of what productive assets. So when you build a productive asset, it puts you in a position where you have time to go for vacation if you want to. You have time to relax very well. And you have time to do more productive things for yourself. You have time to harness more of your inner abilities, your inner skills, and your inner personalities. You bring them out because already you have something that is working for you here and there, pockets, places in the city. But rather than you have to go to work every day, and then the day you don't go to work, you are sick. Then your boss is ready to fire you. Your boss is ready to put you under pressure, under stress, and all of that. If all of us could think of producing, then you see that our nation, our country, our society will become a better place to stay. So think about all this and challenge yourself. You might be working today, there's no problem. But start thinking, what can you do in the nearest future that can help you and help other people? Think about somebody else. Don't think about yourself alone. Because the problem with people is that they're always concentrated in thinking about themselves, what I'm going to eat. Some persons will say, I'm working so that I can eat. Do you understand? But you're going to think, you have to think better than that. Think of adding value to people. Think of how you can help another person. When you start thinking, that's where it starts. When you start thinking of helping other people, you discover that there are a lot of things that will need to be in place for you to help somebody. Of course, you cannot help somebody until you've helped yourself. So psychologically first, you must be balanced to be able to help other people, because if not, you cannot help somebody even if you have so much. So let's think of what we can do for our nation. Let's think of what we can do for other people. Let's think of what we can do, to give back to the society that has given so much to us. And if you keep doing this, you discover that you'll be among the people, the most sought after commodity. That's human being, the value you have to give. So don't think of always getting. Think of what you can give this time around. So as I come your way in my next video, I'd like you to don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you have not, because we're going to be bringing to you a lot of things that can help you. And very soon we're going to add some other aspects of making money, practical steps what you can do to make money, to improve yourself, what you can do to take your business from where it is to the next level. Many people want to do many things. So if there are things you like to do, please go to the comment section and type them out. Maybe we can help you start out. Maybe we can help you do that. We can give you the capital, the mental capital you need to start out, and then who knows, anything can happen from there. Just for you to be diligent, to go to the comment section and then try to comment, and then of course you can like and then also share this video if you think it has impacted you, because I know a whole lot of people would love to hear things like this to help them, because we're young people, and then we must begin to think differently. People want the young leaders to take over government, to take over leadership, but I'm telling you, the old will not give you the mantle of authority, they will not give you power until they are sure that you can lead, you can steer that ship in the right direction. Because there's a lot of things that goes on in the mind of the youth. You give them a little money, they're thinking of the next car they're going to buy, the next designer clothes and perfumes they're going to wear, and all that. So commit the wealth of the nation into them. What are they going to do? Likewise. So if I'm going to trust you with $1 million, if I'm going to trust you with $10 million, I must be sure that you know what you're going to do with it. Talk more the wealth of the nation. So please make it a priority to like this video, share it, and then subscribe, and then get other people to do same, because value is being impacted, value is being given out. Until I come your way next time again, my name remains Gifted Ambrose, your one and only positive thinker and and someone that likes to add value in the lives of young people. So remain cool and calm as we get ready to do our next line of videos that can help to reposition yourself in skills. Whatever it is, we're going to be doing a lot of things that, practical things, practical steps that things you can do to learn the skills, to learn the trade, and then of course add value to yourself. Thank you so much, and remain good.